Hi everyone, Rabbi David here. I hope you're all well. First, another week, of course, of a very similar situation, and I'm wishing you all health, both physically and, of course, mentally as well, because these are not simple times. So I'm sending love to all of you and strength to all of you at the moment. This is Parashat Bamidbar this week, the first of the book of Numbers, the fourth book. And I love this rabbi. This is the book, of course, this is the Chumash, with a commentary of a rabbi called Naftali Tzvi Yehuda Berlin, otherwise known as the Netziv. He was from Volozhin, today that's in Belarusia, in the middle of the 1800s. And eventually, because of impositions of the Russian government, the Tsarist government, his famous yeshiva was shut. But he bequeathed to us lots of amazing commentary on the Torah. And what I love is opening up his book and looking at his introduction to each of the 5 books of the Torah. Because actually, even though we know the book in Hebrew is Bamidbar, the Netziv, Rabbi Naftali Tzvi Yehuda, says actually many know it as Sefer HaPekudim, which means the book of census, or actually the book of Numbers. What marks this book out is that twice we have a census account of the Jewish nation. And what the Netziv says is fascinating, because he says what happens in this book is a movement from a way of living in the desert towards a way of living in Israel. They're about to enter Israel at the end of the book of Devarim. And that changeover, that radical shift between a way of working in the desert, where God is more open, where miracles are more open, where the relationship is clearer to God, changes over in this book to a way where God is hidden, needs to be sought and found, and where the Jewish nation need to begin to work within nature, which is what will need to happen when they enter and build up a polity, a society in the land of Israel. And that's a really, really radical shift. And actually, it's next week, there are psukim, which we know, Vayehi bin Sar Ha'aron Vayomer Moshe, which are encased by 2 nuns, which make that break and split the book of Bamidbar from the Midbar way, the desert way of living, to the Israel way, where we need to fight sometimes, and we need to build society towards the end of the book of Numbers and into the book of Devarim. And I think given that we have made also a radical shift from one way of living to another way of living, that offers us a lot of reflection. That just like there was this middle period between where God was open to where God was hidden, in some ways this lockdown period is almost a middle period, which is moving from the life before COVID-19 to a life after. And what did not change in the book of Bamidbar, book of Numbers, is the census. There was census in Parashat Bamidbar, this week we'll read it, and there will be one in Parashat Pinchas towards the end of the book. There will be differences between both of them, but each of them is a census. And I want to say maybe here an idea, which is that what stays the same, even though things change outside, even though the ways of living change radically, what stays the same is the value of people. The value we give to each and every person, and the value we give to them within society, as a society together, helping each other, looking after the rights of each other, that does not change from the open way of the Midbar to the way of Israel. And for us, it should be the link, the bridge between a pre-COVID life and the life we're moving towards now. That within our religion relating to God, people matter. And that does not and should not change. Shabbat Shalom again. Wishing you all the warmth this week, and hopefully more warmth outside with the weather. And again, Shabbat Shalom.